All right, what is going on? We are back with another episode of Can I Be Real, man? We like to have real conversation with real people about real life scenarios, man. I am your man. I'm not King Mozzie no more, bro. I'm not King Mozzie no more.
Bro, when you told me that, I'm like, man, I've been saying that for years, bro. Like,
yeah. I'm not King Mozzie no more. I'm not, but I am Mozzie Millions.
Yeah.
I am Mozzie Millions. But of course, always across the table from me, I got my brother, my co-host, my right-hand man, Dion the Motivator is in the building. What's going on, brother?
Hey, man, I'm here, man. We still motivating the world one T-shirt at a time, man. You know what I'm saying? We in the building.
Yeah, we in the building.
Thinking big.
We thinking big.
Hey, I had to wear all my branding gear today, man, because, you know, when we got a branding and marketing expert, it's like, you know, I got to show, like, I kind of know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
I got my brand
I see you branded down, too. So, you know, hey,
Jeff is real.
Yeah. So, you know, we had to represent. We had to represent, man. I'm feeling good today, though. I'm feeling good, man. Yeah.
We got a special guest.
Yes, man. Listen, bro. So ever since we opened up the VIP packages, it was crazy because I thought I didn't realize like the support was gonna come directly from the people that, you know, like affect us and then like we listen to and we, you know, that give us real advice, but like those were the people that supported us first in this. So it's an honor and a privilege, man, to have people around you that support you, man. So today's gonna be a special one, man. You know, we're gonna get some good information. Yeah, we're gonna learn we're gonna get some strategies. That's what I'm excited about.
Come on now.
I just got one strategy I want to ask, but listen, man, today's guest is a phenomenal young lady. She's a serial entrepreneur. I'm talking about branding, marketing expert, influencer. Man, I can go on and on, man. She just got that je ne sais quoi about herself. You know what I mean, man? I can't even explain the rest, man. We're going to let her introduce herself, though. Today we have Miss Jodi.
Yeah.
How are you?
I didn't know the VIP experience came with that dope intro. I'm over here blushing. I'm like, it's a Libra.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Hi, everyone.
How you doing?
I'm
doing
doing well. I'm doing well. My name is Jodi Kay Edwards.
Yes.
My whole thing is helping CEOs, creatives, founders get seen and get paid. I'm here to help you increase your impact and your income through content marketing, brand marketing, all that.
Come on now.
We need all that.
Come on, we need all that. Man, it was crazy when we met you. He was telling us, he was like, man, y'all gotta meet her. He said, y'all gonna click. Yeah. And you came in, you was firing stuff out. We was like, bro.
Yeah.
She knows she's talking about.
Great, I can't turn it off.
Yes,
I'm like, God dang it. Yeah. But we definitely wanted to get you on the show to talk about stuff like that because most people really don't understand. Like it's a science and there's strategies behind getting these brand deals when it comes to content creation. Most people think it's just like kind of like random. Yes. And don't get me wrong, you can catch a stray. You know, every dog gets get a nut here and there.
But they say the clock right 2 times a day.
Come on, now. At least twice. You know, every square can catch a nut. But understanding those strategies and those systems, you really know that information. So we had to bring you on today to really get that insight and give it to the people. Because we talk to people that want to be content creators, entrepreneurs, bosses, and we tell them all the time that content is going to do it. Yes. And if we can show them how to get a brand deal or to get some money out of their content, that's our whole point. It's content to cash. So
let's get that money on.
Come on now. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Man.
So let's get into a little bit about you. Like how did you get started in the industry, and we can go from there.
Yeah, you know, the biggest thing is I moved from Jamaica to America and realized the land of the free, the land of the free is not free. You know, you really have to have some type of value. And if you don't want to get stuck in that 9-to-5 grind, which there's nothing wrong with that. And I also joined the military and I was just hitting these ceilings of just like, okay, this pay grade, you can only make this much. And I'm like, for how long, right? When you're in a certain role, you have to wait until maybe your job is going to give you like a cost of living increase. And so when I came to America, I just had so many big goals and big dreams. And I was realizing like I could either make a decision to fit in the status quo or kind of like go with what my mom was telling me. She was like, you're a triple threat. You are Black, you're a female, and you're highly intelligent. And so I was like, there's got to be a way for me to monetize more. There's got to be a way for me to monetize my essence where I can just make money being me. And I don't know if you guys remember this movie from like back in the day, but I think it's called like Keeping Up with the Joneses or something. And when I saw that, I was like, wait, you can just make money existing, you know, as yourself. Like, so cue the personal brand and cue learning how to generate income off of just not my brain and like the value I can bring in terms of this is what I did and here's how I did it. Let me sell some e-courses. And it's like, let me work with you one-on-one. Then let me work with you in like a group capacity. Now let me work with CEOs and Fortune 500 companies and celebrities and all these different people that need more of like the structure and the strategy. But it's also let me really create a life and a business I love living. And that looks like at some point you have to shut out the noise, really go inward. God is like a huge part of my business strategy. My first company is called Alignment is the New Hustle because I do believe you have to align your mind, body, and your soul to really have that clarity and shut out the noise and say, well, this feels good, this doesn't feel good. And this is what is going to help me create better habits that get me to where I want to go. And this is the stuff that's going to be a distraction. And so along that journey of just like tuning into myself, I learned time management. I learned emotional intelligence. I learned proper communication. I learned leadership skills. And we can either wait for someone we can watch YouTube University, which I'm an advocate for, still do that.
Come on.
Right. Or we can hire a mentor or pay someone, or we could really become our own strategist. So that's like really how Jodi Kay Edwards, the strategist, was born, was I was really just trying to strategize how to live a better life, how to kind of capitalize on my best resource, which was me.
Yes. Listen, I'm tired of doing it alone. It's time to join a community that actually cares.
Inside the Realist community, you'll get weekly coaching, access to online courses, and connect with people who's just as hungry as you.
Whether you're trying to build a brand, scale your business, or you're just trying to stay focused, we got you.
No fluff, just real strategies, real support, and real results.
Listen, comment the word Realist down below and book your free consultation call.
Join the Realist community today. Let's level up, man. Let's get this money.
See you in the community. I want to use this time today like a real masterclass, right?
Okay, let's go. Yeah.
Like, because you talk about strategies, right? What's the first step in like even coming up with a strategy for business owners? Because I know a lot of times we start a business, we have a dream and we have a goal and we like, oh, I'm going to do this and that. But like no real strategies behind it, right? Like,
how to execute.
Yeah, how to execute. Like if you can give like step by step, like how to start and then where you go from after you started.
Yeah, it's really about like how to reverse engineer those goals, right? So a lot of people might have a number goal. I want to gain X amount of followers on social media, or I want $1 million. So it's like, okay, let's go with the $1 million. Now, math is not my strong suit. Like, yo, girl, loves a deposit, but we're not gonna go too detailed in those numbers. But it's saying, what do I have to sell, and what is the quantity in which I need to sell that thing to reverse engineer $1 million? Do you have $1 million idea, or do you have something that's going to kind of keep you just trading time for dollars? And I don't want to be a hypocrite here, because at first I really was trying to just master that time for dollars. Like, let me be a strategist, let me scale, let me see if I can hit 6 figures. Okay, I have to work with this amount of clients at this. And then I was like, whoa, strategy looks like I need to create 3 different tiers. So step 1, reverse engineer that number or that goal. Step 2, make it easier for yourself. Create what I call like your high, middle, low. And so it's like maybe you want to sell something at $10,000. And money mindset, we can get into that in a second, but that's very possible. People are doing it all the time, making $10,000 a day, $10,000 an hour. It's crazy, right? Speakers are getting paid $10,000. So
we just watched Alex make
$100 million,
$100 million in a weekend.
And he broke the world record, I think.
Yeah, and he broke the world record for most books sold.
Yep. I just joined his school community, but Alex has definitely been like my mentor for the longest.
Come on now.
You know, so I read all his books.
I forgot the
That's
name
crazy,
of it,
the brand, because I'm actively listening to it in his school community, but it's like his personal brand is so strong that I'm just like, whatever Alex is doing, I'm gonna.
He's doing.
I'm there, signed up.
Come on now.
Yeah, but it's really cool to just see how other people that we're looking up to are doing the same thing. I would say his books is it's a low ticket offer. That's the masses, right? So for me, I was like, well, I need to create something for the masses, and this was before I even like knew who Alex was, right? Probably even before he was even Alex Hormozy. This is probably like 2000, I would say 2011. I was even just kind of thinking like that. Like, what is something I can offer to the masses that is easy for me, where I'm really not always trading my one-on-one time for dollars, my one-on-one, coaching or all of that. So then you kind of have like your middle tier offer. And this might be something where it's maybe service based, or it's, it could be a subscription model, some type of reoccurring revenue model where it's maybe not the low hanging fruit. Now we love them. We love, I'd hate to say fans, but supporters, right? We love the people who maybe aren't fully in the right mindset, who are ready to invest, but what can we give them that's like a low ticket offer to get them ready to maybe go to the next level with you. And this is really how you build out your offer ladder, right? Gotcha. So if you don't have an offer ladder, you're pretty much always stuck doing one thing, and you're always missing out on a bigger part of the market. Because for me personally, my high ticket offer is really the thing that I spend my most time on. And so that is the like done for you fractional chief marketing officer work. And it's also now at this point in my brand, it's also, well, this brand, you want me to get on camera and use my platform and use my knowledge for copywriting and write a hook and record it and edit it. That takes a lot of time. So I'm going to, it's going to cost you.
Charge you.
If you want a 30-second video, I just got a deposit for $400 for a 30-second video that I did. But it's also just the full package of like, what does that mean when Jodi Kay Edwards is representing this brand? Because I've built what we call brand equity, right? So it's not just like, let me post and do whatever and just post on social media all the time. It's more so, what is the strategy that's adding value? And we hear that all the time, but what does value really mean, right? Is this going to have an outcome of ROI? Is this going to have an outcome of brand awareness or brand equity? And how do I package that so I can continue to stack my coins?
So what is the difference between just posting to go viral compared to posting with impact or influence? Because most people think viral equals influence, and it doesn't.
Yeah, that's such a great question, because a lot of people have had success in going viral, right? And it almost seems like, oh my gosh, they're so lucky they went viral. But I work with a handful of those people too. And it's like, well, Jodi, now I've attracted this massive audience for people who just want me to post more of that one video. And so going viral isn't a great strategy. We have to, again, look at the goal. What do we get from going viral? We get a lot of brand awareness. We get a lot of traffic. Now, if you don't have a strategy, that traffic isn't going anywhere. You just have 2.5 million views on a video. So if that's what you want, cool, but you can't really eat off of that, right? So the next problem is now, how do I change or convert those views into cash flow? How does my content turn into cash flow? And it's really, where are we sending those people? What is the next step that they take? So if you're really just creating we have to go back to brand archetypes. If you're someone who is an entertainer, a lot of times you're really just getting paid to be you and to entertain. If you are someone who is a leader, a strategist, an educator, that's a whole different archetype. You might have a product suite of things to kind of, sell and support. Or maybe you're a nurturer. Maybe you're someone who is really just here to help people feel good, but you can still monetize off of that. So the difference between going viral and creating a strategy is that I don't have 2.5 million followers, and I've been able to build a $500,000 brand off of a small following. I've been monetizing since I've had, I think, 1,000 followers, like way, way, way back in the day. And that's really just because I'm saying, hey, when I post, this post is intentionally supposed to just create brand awareness. So I'm letting it go, because I'm like, not everything I do is to make money, right? We love the money but it's also, you have to go through those phases. Like, I know if you see me enough times, because the brain normally needs to see something like, this is crazy, but 47 times, right? Before that person makes a buying decision. But we insert these micro strategies to say, well, if you're in my community, and like I have the CEO Chit Chat broadcast community over on my Instagram, you're hearing from me, pretty much every other day. So in a week, I'm already going through, you're going to hear from me 10 times. So within 3 weeks, probably, maybe 4 weeks, maybe 30 days, you know what I mean? You're probably going to get that low ticket offer, or you're going to be someone like a referral partner, or you're going to just, I don't know, be obsessed with me. That's cool too. Like, hey.
I heard you say something about like making money with 1,000 followers, right? And I know the myth is like, you have to have a lot of followers
to start making some
money on social media. Like, can you break down that myth, and what's the strategy to getting paid with a small following?
Yeah, it's relationships, it's connection. When we think about the people that we meet in person, or the people, your friends, that FaceTime connection, right? It's creating that same like, know, and trust factor. In marketing, there's all these terms. There's all these like people don't even really know what they're talking about a lot of times. And that's like my biggest frustration is like, people who don't really do this can repeat it, but can you really break it down for people to understand? So I love these questions because I really want people to know that like, know, and trust factor doesn't mean that you just post randomly. It's like, do you have a community, like I mentioned before, an email list? Are you doing meetups? Are you actually talking to people online? I think people forget that online just is this amazing opportunity where you don't have to be going door to door. I'm a homebody, y'all, and I'm an introvert. So I love that I can reach thousands of people every single day in my pajamas or on my like hot girl walk or while I'm stuffing my face with cereal at like 11 p.m. You know what I mean?
Come on now,
So,
11 p.m. is crazy.
On a Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? On a Tuesday. Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah, that part. So it's really just remembering that social media opens doors to people's homes that you normally wouldn't have access to. And then it's also like a gathering place. And if you position your brand the right way, you're saying, hey, gather here. You like the color black? I like the color black. You like making money? I like making money. You like swag? I like swag. So it's just like, what are you putting out with your personal brand and your personality to invite more people into your social media ecosystem? And then it's super powerful when you meet up and, you know, or reverse engineer it like door knockers back in the day. You know, you can go knock on 100 doors a day, or you can communicate with 100 followers that you might have. You know what I mean? Depending on your personality. I don't want to knock the other stuff. I'm just saying that's my personality. That's what works for me.
Mozzie said something to me one time when I was like, bro, this post didn't do too well. It only got, say, 1,000 likes or, you know, whatever.
That's crazy, first and foremost.
And he broke it down, though. He was like, he was like, think about if 1,000 people were in this room right now just saying, we like you, we like you, we like you, we like you.
That's a big number.
That's a big number. Even 100 people saying, we like you, hey, we all. So I think a lot of times for me, like, because I get caught up in the numbers and like, man, this didn't perform as well. This didn't do as well. Man, I can't convert. But one of my biggest pain points now that I'm facing, I'm gonna be selfish and ask you this question so I can overcome it. Is how do I get over the hurdle of just posting random? Like, how can I create that schedule or that how can I say
content calendar?
Content calendar. Like, what is the first steps to creating that to align your content to properly push your message out?
Okay, you heard it here first, because you can go to YouTube University like I have. You can read all the books, but I have this proprietary framework, and I actually created a solution. It's a custom GPT. If you go to creativebrain.io, it's free right now. And I built it so you can literally go in there and type, I'm this person, what should I post? I basically duplicated my creative brain as a creative director, as a marketing strategist, as an influencer, and I put all my frameworks in it. So there's that. But before we get there, you need a content operating system, not just a content calendar, because a lot of people start there, or they expect someone else, their social media manager, to know. Your social media manager is not a strategist. Your social media manager doesn't know you unless you tell, who you are. And this is the personal brand side. Of course, the business side, same thing. What are your values? What do you stand for? I found the most success breaking content down like this. I am someone who is multifaceted. I have multiple interests, just like everyone. We've got health and wellness goals. We've got relationship, communication goals, and we have lifestyle, and we have like mental health mindset, right? And so for me, I find that if I show up as an expert, or maybe not an expert, as someone just bringing you along with the journey in all of those different categories, I can create what's called a content series. And this becomes like a TV show, right? So if you can understand that you really are a walking, talking show, and you can start to attribute on Monday when you tune in, you're going to tune into Marketing Monday. On Friday when you tune into my channel, you're going to have the Becoming Her series, right? On Sunday, it's going to be like, Sunday school, right? I'm gonna take you to church because I'm going to church on Sunday.
Come on now.
So I'm really only creating content and documenting around my existence. I don't overcomplicate it at all. If I'm going for a walk, that's going to fit into my what bucket? Health and wellness bucket, right? If I'm repurposing this content right here, this is going to fit into like my CEO life bucket. And so for me, I also had to go the extra mile to say, I'm really big into CEO energy. And so the CEO chit chat, the CEO suite, the CEO corner. You can join the CEO report. Those are all branded elements that branched off from me being so passionate about being a CEO who can set the bar high for early stage entrepreneurs, veteran entrepreneurs, you know, high level people, because I had to find a way to create a strategy to speak to all of those people. So that's how I put all of my interests and all of my expertise into these different segments. And then now comes the content calendar, because now I say, well, I have these 5 different parts of me, and how can I have them all exist together? That's why I'm so passionate about the personal brand.
I think that's crazy because most people, you know, most people deal with that, knowing who they talking to, right? Knowing who their target audience is, and they feel like, oh, well, man, I can't really pick one thing. I'm good at 3 or 4 different things. I'm passionate about. I love working out, but I love my TV shows too, and I love making clothes, and I love cooking. So it's like, how do I know what lane to pick? So for those people, what is with that, what you just said, what is advice that you would give those people that feel like they are jack of all trades or more of a multi-talented kind of person, and they feel like they want to dial in on one, but they feel like they're talented in multiple areas? So like, what is some advice for them as far as what you were just saying, and then mixed with them being multi-talented? Like, do you consider them, or would you tell them to pick one lane, or would you say, no, like, use your different lanes and break it up?
I think the old school advice is to niche down. And if you niche down, you're niching yourself down. You are the niche. So you start with yourself.
Hold on, that's a bar. You gotta say that again. I like that's a bar.
Yeah, you are the niche.
You are the niche. Yeah, what they do? Look.
I really. We gonna give it to you. I think I've been doing it wrong. I'm like, which finger is it? I don't even know.
I don't know.
Yeah, but we clocking it, okay? Clock that to you, CEO. Yes. Honestly, a big part of my success is not following the rules. I follow structure within myself and I make it work for me. So if I listen to Alex Hormozy and Gary Vee and all these other people that I look up to and admire, I would really just be trying to like replicate their brand. So what I do differently and how I teach is I really focus on the individual. If you are multi-talented like myself, you're going to have all this fear because that's what the industry has been telling you, because that's what worked for that person. I actually go in. That's the like checking in with yourself. And I teach what I did the first time I checked in with me. I checked in with God. If you're not religious or spiritual, you still need to check in with yourself, right? Somebody,
please check in.
Please, yeah. Don't give your power to the world. Don't have all of this external validation. You need internal validation first. So you have to ask yourself, am I not showing up the way that I know I can show up because such and such said this? And then it's like, please remove that from your thought process. And say just, it's really simple. What is going to work for me in this stage of life and business? I teach on 6 different cycles of business. And you might be scaling, you might be just getting started. You might, hopefully you are super, super healthy, but you might be going through a season where maybe you're going to go be a parent for a while, or maybe you're going to go to school, or maybe you're joining the military like I did for a second. So I had to learn how to never be the bottleneck in my own life and business that stops my momentum, because at the end of the day, you're just giving into other people's, you're making other people's excuses your own excuse. And that sounds crazy, right? I can't be great because why? Say it out loud. Like next time you have a limiting belief or limiting thought, like I can't post today because, and you're going to be like, that sounds crazy. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I think most people deal with that. They're more worried about what they feel like the outside people will say about them starting something new. Because, of course, when you start something new, you don't really know. It's not going to look like it's like the experted people that we watch or we aspire to be. So when you first start something new, it's like, oh, we think people care about us more than they actually do. Like, people don't really give a shit.
They don't. They don't.
And then the people that are experts in those lanes, they not gonna talk down on you because they was once at that point too.
They want to pull you up to their level.
Pull you up. Yeah. So,
sometimes we give our power to the wrong people, and a lot of times we get stuck in. We get so focused on what we can't do, and we don't even look at like what we can do. I think one of my mentors said this, like we underestimate what we can do in like a decade and overestimate what we can do in a day or something like that. Fact check me on that. But I'm learning that if I never started, I wouldn't be here.
Yes.
If I didn't show people the messy middle, if I didn't show people the beginning stages, that's a whole content series. Like, hey, right now I'm building an app. Like, Creative Brain is the first phase of an app. Yep. And I'm saying, here's a free GPT for now. And I'm talking about it. And I built a little website. I built that website literally in 30 minutes using AI. Yes. So it's also like the messy middle. I didn't spend 20 hours trying to get the copy perfect. Now, if it's a paid client, we've got more things to do. I'm talking about for me. I'm just making sure, like, I'm busy. I want to keep going. I received this vision right now, and I know if I don't execute on it, it's going to be gone, or it's like that vision is going to be given to someone else, and I'm going to be sick. I'm going to be like, man, I thought of that.
They stole my idea.
They stole my idea.
I tell people that all the time. I'm like, because I heard this says a quote that Michael Jackson said, he used to put out so much music because if he didn't put it out, Prince will put it out because the information comes from the same source, one source. That's where all the information come out. So if I got it, you may have it too. So it's like, let me put it out before you put it out, because when we first started, it would be ideas we would have, and we'll look up and be like, man, they doing out, they took out.
Now we big mad.
We mad, like they stealing our ideas, but it's like, nah, it's all coming from the same source. We were just slow about executing. So now it's about how we execute. Man, listen, Jodi, this listen. This is just a business spotlight. You know what I mean?
It's giving part 2 though.
But we want to bring a part 2 and a part 3. I really want to sit down and like really just go through like a full 2-hour masterclass of you just breaking it down step by step, because you said so many different things about in there, your framework, different parts of your business. If you're scaling portion, you at the branding portion. I really want to break that down, and we're going to get a time to do that, to reschedule. But for the sake of time, because like I said, we this is the business spotlight. We do want to make sure that we spotlight, your business. We want to give you room to, tell people where they can find you at and how they can take advantage of your business.
I love that. Honestly, JodiKayEdwards.com is the best place to start. I'm at Jodi Kay Edwards everywhere. The brand is branding. And it just starts with just kind of introducing yourself to me, having a conversation, booking a free clarity call, free for now.
Yes.
And I'm really here to help you increase your impact and your income. But what sets me apart is we really focus on your mindset. So I'm certified in NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, and it's really helping you pull out the get seen and get paid part. Means that you have to be okay with being authentically you. And then we build a brand around you, and we kind of like feed your business into that so we can attach the content to the cash flow.
Content in the cash.
Content in the cash.
Hey, man, look, this has been another episode of Can I Be Real? This has been a great one.
Yeah.
We're about to get out of here. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Hit the link below. Comment the word cash if you want to learn how to turn your content into cash. But Jodi, before we get out of here, I need you to encourage the people. Yeah, we like to close out the show with our guests, giving an encouraging words. So whatever's on your mind, whatever's on your heart, close us out.
Look, you just got to get out of your head and get into your bag. Short and sweet. That's it.
Hold on, one more time. Out of your head and into your bag.
Out of your head and into your bag. That's
listen,
it.
You've been dropping bars all show, man. Look, when you see, because I do T-shirts, so if you see that on the we
okay.
we gonna collab. Yeah, we gonna collab, man. Hey, y'all like, comment, subscribe, follow Jodi.
Yep.
Follow D on the Motivator. Not King Mozzie.
No, Mozzie Millions in the building, man. Rebrand. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Appreciate that. We out.
It's been a good one. Just getting some behind the scenes with our VIPs. So, like we said, we got different packages. This package came with the massage. I know one package that we advertise and come with the black truck. But this package is a more massage. So we have a massage therapist on staff. He can also come to the studio if you want a massage before or after the interview, or you can get a massage and he'll come to your house. So, hey, hit us up, Shade Tree Massage. He's on staff with us. Listen, man, best hands in Dallas, man. What you think about the experience, the whole thing?
Look, that was the best thing I've ever experienced. I told him I just got a massage yesterday. Won't say the name, but it was like my muscles are so tight that like I'm so like loose right now. I work out, I was in the military, I dance, I do a lot, but like that was the best massage, the best massage experience I've ever had. I took his card, everything. I'm like, what's your number?
Hey, that's the Can I Be Real way.
Crazy.
Yes.
Shout out to our
masseuse, man. Shout out to our masseuse.